Evening all, and welcome back to the next video. This will be, what is it, number 2 for our education little mini series. So I'm going to dive right into it. If you guys didn't see the previous one, quickly have a look at it because there's some setting up that I discussed there. Well, that I did, once again for my application. And I repeat, this is a sharing of my experience. Certainly you can take whatever I do here and twist it around and adapt it to suit your needs and your requirements, especially as we discussed last time with this program course topic. Right, let's dive right into it. Funny enough, before we start with the student applicant and student, I'm going to do something else because we first need to set, you don't have to do this first, but obviously you'd want to start your academic term or semester or year with your schedule in place. All right. But before we do that, remember student applicant and student are linked, and then student group and your course schedule is also linked, and I'll show that to you now. Obviously, there's a link between student and student group as well, but there's a when you set up your schedule, you link these two. All right. Okay, I think it'll become clear once we start doing this. Right, let's click on student group. We create a new one. The group is based on course. All right, there's the group name. Now, what I'm doing is I suggest, you don't have to, I'm just suggesting, it works well. You call the group course A, whatever course you're presenting, followed by the date of the first day of the course. Remember now, in this case, I'm talking about week courses. All right, so you can't put in the entire week here. So what I would propose is you do this. That's the first day. That's a Monday. All right, and it'll become quite apparent. Well, you look at it. I spelled course. Goodness gracious. That's a little bit better. All right, maximum students, let's say 10. That gets auto-filled in. We follow the program company courses. And remember, I said I don't really use batch, so everybody belongs to batch 1. And I don't use student category, so I use all. Now, I didn't test this. I'm sure it'll work if you don't fill this in at all, but you just hide this. You modify this doc type and you hide it. I trust you guys know how to do it. If you want me to do a short one on, in fact, no, where did I do I'm sure I did a short little doc type video somewhere. And of course the course that we want to schedule now, it's course A, remember course A, course A. Cool, that's that set up. Now you'll see here, there's a place for the instructor. I'll just fill in my own name here because I'll be doing the presentation. And there you've set up the group, the student group. And you save it. Cool. We've got a student group. Now, if you click on here, you'll see that there's now space for students to be added. So this group is empty, but it's ready to accept students. So once the student starts enrolling, we will follow the top tree, top link or path, whatever you want to call it, and that'll give us students, and you can link them to this group. But before we do that, we need to now put this course on the schedule. And for that, you use the course scheduling tool. All right. Now the student group, you list there. Click on there, and okay, we've only got one group, so I select that. Obviously, you'll have more of them. Some of these fields gets auto-filled. The instructor will be me, and that's the room. Well, we've only got one room, but you choose your room. And now, okay, just first fill in the time here. It'll start from 8 o'clock because these courses typically start 8 o'clock in the morning and they run until 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay, once again, your setup is going to be different, so adapt it accordingly. All right, and now the date. The start date would be March the 7th until the Friday. Remember, it's a week course. Now, I did find that if you, for instance, on this case, you have to select the day after. Otherwise, it doesn't schedule that last day. Somehow it needs to cover that entire day. So if you click on the last day, you won't be able to schedule that last day. I still need to figure out if I'm maybe doing something wrong there. Anyway, it's not a train smash. And then you have to schedule the days individually, because this might look very confusing that you've got a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. But remember, this program or this module is geared towards classes in a college where you only have a class on a Monday, Thursday, and a Friday, argument's sake, from 8 till 10. Okay, so that's why there's times here. So you can say for that week, I'm going to have on a Monday from 8 to 10, and on a Wednesday from 2 to 4 or 2 to 3, whatever. All right, so remember that. I've just twisted around where the time is always 8 o'clock and always 5 o'clock, and I take the entire week. All right. Okay, so I select Monday and I say schedule course. Pay attention to this. It says there, it scheduled the course. If it didn't do it, this will be empty. Close. Now we say Tuesday. Schedule the course. Cool. Wednesday. Schedule the course. All right, Thursday. Schedule the course for Thursday. And finally, we schedule the course for Friday. All right. So obviously, a little bit of work at the beginning of the year, semester, or term to schedule all your courses like this. But trust me, it's worth it. Now you've scheduled the courses. Let's go and have a look at this. You click on your course schedule, and we go to March, and there you can see there's our courses. Now you can also click on here, and you can select the color. All right, to change the color. For instance, in this particular application, each course had a particular color. There's about, 7 or 8 courses, and the one is red, and the other one's blue, and the other one's green, and the other one's blue with green, that type of stuff. Okay. And you can, if you click attendance here, you'll see that there's no attendance listed. Now when we assign a student, we'll come back here and you'll see it's listed. So you can actually, by clicking on the course schedule, now you've got your entire schedule filled up with courses. You can click on any day or any course and click on there and see how many students has already been assigned to that, which I think is rather cool. Right, so that's what you do to set up your schedule. All right. Now we get a student applicant. Okay, we say new student applicant, and we fill in the name. We say Joe Soap. Middle name is not important. What is this? Oh, we assign him to the program. Can you see you don't actually sign him up here for a course, it's for a program. And I referred you back to what I said in the previous video. Student admission you can leave blank. That's to do with the learning management system, which is the online booking. We don't need it. All these fields were filled in automatically. And of course now you can, the date of birth, student mobile number, nationality, blood group, and gender. You can actually hide these fields. Some people are going to be quite sensitive to this, but you can just hide it. I think I did make a video somewhere too, if you want to do very small customizations to hide something. That's not a big customization. If you get stuck, just drop me a comment. I'll do something. And your address fields, I'm just going to put junk in here. All right, your PIN code. And of course, here you can have use this field rather differently. Now, guardian and sibling is obviously meant for a school. You know, your guardian or your father, your mother, and your brother or your sister. You leave the details here. But an interesting way that I found this is to actually use this, because all of the students for this particular application were all grown-ups. I used this to enter the detail for the manager of that particular student. All right, so and this way you can change things around. You can actually also, I can actually just in the doc type just change that from guardian details to manager details, and it'll look more professional. This is actually on my test system. The actual system is somewhere else. Right, you filled it in, you say save. Oops, what's wrong here? Oh, email address. Where's the email address? I left that out somewhere. Oh, here it is. Okay, at web.com or something like this. All right, we save that and we say submit. All right, now have a look here. We still do not have a student. That's because the college and university setup says that you've got to approve and admit a student. So once this applicant form has been filled in, then somebody needs to come and approve the application. That actually works very well in this situation that I was involved with, because somebody that answers the telephone can now have access to this page, but not the back-end pages, the schedule and the groups and stuff. So the receptionist lady can fill in these fields and just say save. Then the course administrator can come along and say, open up student applicant. So, oh, we've got another application. We click on there and we say approve. All right. And then you say update. And then you'll see there's an enroll button. So you click that as well. And now the student is enrolled. All right. Now this is now the enrollment process. You just complete these fields again. There's no hostel involved. What else? That's all filled in there, I think. And now, this is now where the trick comes in. You enroll it for the course A. All right. It's not on the schedule yet. All right. It just says this student wants to be on course A. It's not actually assigned to a particular date or time for course A. It just says this student wants to attend course A. I hope I'm making myself clear. All right, then we say save and we say submit. Hopefully we've filled in all the full fields. Yep. And now we've got a student. It's enabled, it's accepted, and we still do not have anybody in our group. All right. And now you come along and you say add a row. And if you click on there, because you created this group for course A, it'll list all the students here that enrolled for course A. And if you had another group for course B, then clicking this in the other student group will bring up a drop down with all the students that has signed up for course B. And this is what makes this work so very well. Now you select that student and you say save. And of course you can always come back and add more students. Click on there and you can just click add another row and you can add another student, and so it carries on until your course is filled up. Now the beauty of this is, let's go and have a look here. Course schedule, there's our course schedule, and now you click on there and you say attendance, and you'll see we've got Joe Soap that's going to attend this course. All right, so there's how you handle a student group and your student and how it links to the course schedule. Can you now see what I said at the beginning? Student applicant, student, student group, course schedule. One of the main lines. Trust you found that helpful. I'll see you in the next video when we do, I think we'll probably do the attendance next. And even while we are attending the course, if we take the attendance tool, which I'll do in the next video, once again, I don't want this video to last too long, then if you click on here, if the first 2 days have gone by and you've done the attendance for those 2 days, if you click here and you go attendance, it'll have a tick there saying that Joe Soap was present. His attendance has been noted. All right, so you can pick that up as well. Obviously, when we do the attendance, there's the attendance, where's that student attendance tool? There it is. That actually handles the attendance for all the students in a course for a week. It gives you a nice little printout of the entire course. Or you can just go to student, but we'll do that when we look at the student attendance. I'm getting ahead of myself here.